Welcome back, Guardians. Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. The Heist Moon Battlegrounds Grandmaster is now available to Conquerors during Season of the Witch. This is one of the more difficult Grandmasters available this season. This Nightfall features a terrifying ensemble of Hive and Scorn forces that will lead you into the Seraph Bunker, where you'll face off against the once fierce the Exhumed Tether. Even though it can be quite an intimidating Grandmaster, there's several workarounds, and even an incredibly handy boss cheese that will make completing this Grandmaster super easy, whether you're attempting it solo or with a team. This season's Moon Battlegrounds includes unstoppable ogres and abominations, along with several barrier champions. Arc and Strand energies will both be surged, and so will sniper rifles. Void is the threat, and it will be felt greatly through those Scorn snipers with their Void crossbows. So utilizing Void resistance and sniper resistance will be extremely beneficial. Even though Arc and Strand builds will be the most efficient in this Grandmaster, there's still a strong need for a Well of Radiance or a Tether. Either of these will make the second section of this Grandmaster much easier to manage. When this Grandmaster begins, you'll have to fight off the Wrathborn to get into the bunker. This opening area has a lot of adds and a death tongue that will steal your super energy. For the most part, you can play back during this phase. Use the distance to your advantage. Clear out each wave of enemies and slowly progress forward until you take on the large mini-boss knight. The Death Tongue can be very slippery here, and if you don't watch out, he'll lure you right into a swarm of enemies. So don't get too locked in on this guy. Play your life above anything else. After you've gotten into the bunker, the first true test of this Grandmaster will begin. In this area, you'll need your ghost to hack the computer console so that you can traverse deeper into the bunker. While Ghost is doing his thing, you'll need to fight off a heavy barrage of Scorn enemies. But anytime enemies get close to Ghost, his progress will be halted. What you'll need to do is activate Ghost and get the hack started. Then head back over to the entranceway. Continue to clear out enemies from this entrance doorway until you've defeated the two unstoppable abominations. Once those are down, push back into the room, using supers to clear the way. This is where having Tether or a Well of Radiance will become incredibly helpful. Stay with Ghost for as long as you can before the room gets too overran with enemies. Get back into the doorway and rinse and repeat this process until Ghost has completed the hack. There is an exposed beam behind the computer console that has enough space to fit one Guardian into. Ducking down into this spot can keep you out of sight from enemies, so it could be a great spot to put an invisible hunter in, who could then discreetly pop out to re-establish Ghost connection. After Ghost has finished his hack, you'll move further into the bunker to the Submind vault security door. You'll have just a few minutes to get the relics and shoot the locks off of the door, but if you don't want to take the risk of any extra deaths, you could just stay up top. Pick off the adds as they spawn down below and stay safe until the time runs out. If you do go down to get additional relics, I would recommend going to the right side and clearing out as many of the enemies as you can before you go down there. Once you've gotten the Submind vault door opened, it's time for the final boss. This is an extremely menacing boss. If you haven't noticed already, the snipers are brutal in this Grandmaster, and this guy is no different, and neither are the adds that will be with him. You can remove yourself from many of the hazards in this room by jumping up to the pipes on the right side when you first come into the room. Climb up the pipes and continue through until you're standing on a catwalk directly above the boss's stage. From here, you can pick off all of the adds in this room without putting yourself in harm's way. You can damage the boss and stay safe in the process. Once the boss gets low, you'll have to deposit 5 batteries into the console, just as you have to do in all of the other Heist Battlegrounds. This is where an invisible hunter can come in handy, as they can easily drop down below and get the batteries without getting overwhelmed. If you don't have that luxury, it's okay. Clear out any stragglers down below and have the captains weakened before sending someone down. After dunking each battery, that player will want to retreat back to one of the 4 corners of the room and use the crates to hide behind, while those up top continue to pick off the adds. Once all of the batteries have been collected, that player can return back up top with everybody else. After the batteries have all been deposited, you can redirect your focus back to the boss, finishing him off for a nice and easy Grandmaster clear. While this Grandmaster is certainly intimidating and definitely poses to be quite a threat, it is beyond manageable for any Guardian to complete, especially by using the tips, tricks, and cheeses that we've covered in today's video, to which I wish you all the best of luck throughout your Grandmaster attempts. Let me know how they're going in the comments down below, and if you've got any extra tips or tricks for your fellow Guardians, then be sure to leave those in the comments as well. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.